I took her to Applebee's.
And my dad was in the garage, door open, revving a chainsaw, escorted him into the house with the machete, and forced him to answer a 20-question questionnaire. We didn't go on the second date.
We meet in the lobby of the dorm, go to the parking lot, and first red flag, he gets in and his seat is so far back that he is pretty much laying down. And that probably contributed to the next thing that happens. Slammed on the accelerator and we went back, crashed into this car. The alarm on the car started going off. He's like, I have no money, I don't have insurance. He's like, I'm just gonna have to leave. And I'm like, he gets away. We get away, I guess, because I was in the car with him. We go to a coffee shop, and the whole time, I'm expecting maybe the police will show up or something. He dropped me off, and I guess he went to go hide his car somewhere.
I took this girl out, really liked her. We're leaving, and I back into a car, and I nailed this thing, like full fender bender, I didn't have money, I didn't have insurance. We cut out. It was her decision. I was like, what should I do? She's like, just drive. We drive, go to a coffee shop. It was wonderful. We took some money from the tip jar. It was a great night. It was her idea too.
I don't remember which one it is. It was Ruby Tuesdays though.
So lapse of judgment on my part, but he lived with his ex at the time. And we were at a party and I just see his face drop and he's like, oh no. And his ex walked by and she blew us a kiss. I could see he was like uncomfortable, so I was like, it's time to go. And he's like, well, let's just go back to my house. And I was like, your house where your ex lives? He was like, well, she's at the party, so she won't be at my house. And at the time it made sense. So then we go back to his house and she busts through the door and goes, get her out of here. And yeah, we didn't last too much longer after that.
We met, he was wearing overalls with no shirt underneath and had like the Yosemite Sam mustache, like all twisted up at the ends. So we met for a first date at Fat Pelican. He was wearing a shirt. So we're like, well, we'll just walk on the beach and then go back and watch a movie or something. So we were walking down the beach and this completely naked girl runs up to us and is like, I guess she was skinny dipping or something with her friends and thought that we were with her group. She's like, oh my God, like ran away. So we just went back to my house and watched a bootlegged copy of Boondock Saints that I think I've had since college. And that was pretty much it.
I wasn't allowed to date in high school. The way to cover it all up is me and my best friend were just going to go hang out at the ice rink and coincidentally bring her boyfriend and the guy I was going on a date with. And this guy decides he wants to kiss me, So we step off the rink and he's like, okay, like I'm embarrassed. And I was like, okay. My best friend and her boyfriend, who by the way was also my ex-boyfriend, stand in front of us with their backs to us while me and this guy kissed. And it wasn't even like a good kiss. It was like just one of those like pecks and then it was done and it was the most embarrassing thing in my life.
He pulls up in the driveway in like a beat up S10 truck, doesn't even get out of the car to open the door for me, just leans over from the driver's seat, pushes the door open, trash, empty beer cans, like all rolling out into my driveway. My parents are absolutely horrified. I have no idea why they let me continue and go on that date, but.
Ironically, Awkward Audrey doesn't have too many awkward dates. My most recent first date, I went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and followed that up with some pizza and the movie Tenet.
The most memorable date I had was we went to the beach at night in the middle of summer, and somehow she secretly texted me in the middle of talking, and this was a question if she could kiss me or not. And just for fun, I texted back yes, and then afterwards I realized how awkward that was, but we're still together to this day, so I guess something worked.
Hey Ryan, if you're out there.